Is there anywhere here in Southern California that you can still find an affordable home without having to move to a questionable neighborhood? Hey, Jose here, your SoCal Realtor. If you are thinking about buying or selling a home, do not hesitate to reach out. My team and I, we are here and ready to help you with your real estate needs. Back to the original question. Yes, there are. And here are 5 spots here in the Inland Empire that do have homes that are actually affordable. So first of all, you have Beaumont, kind of a forgotten city actually, but you're gonna find it located on the far east side of the Inland Empire, and this is a city that really has been growing. Currently, there's about 59,000 people living here in Beaumont, but if you go back to 2010, there's only about 37,000 people and 11,000 people if you go back to the year 2000. That's a lot of growth over the last 20 years. What's great though is even with that much growth, Beaumont, it really still offers that small town feel with things here such as the annual Cherry Festival that it dates back over 100 years. It dates back to 1919.
Wow, that's a long time.
A very common question that I do get from many would-be buyers, and very understandable why that would be, and that is, Jose, we have school-age children. What are the schools like here? Well, according to niche.com, while they didn't give them a grade of an A, the schools here in Beaumont, they do rank, well, pretty high. Now, the median home price here in Southern California, just as a whole, it's not cheap. It's about $840,000, so it's not cheap. But the median home price here in Beaumont, that's much more manageable at about $530,000. And I promise you, you can still find quite a selection of nice homes here in Beaumont that are in the mid to even low 400s. Almost right next door to Beaumont, you have the city of Yucaipa, another great city that it's seen quite a bit of growth here lately too. Currently, the population here in Yucaipa, it's about 54,000, just a little bit less than Beaumont. But going back to the year 2000, the population here in Yucaipa, it was definitely lower. It was only about 41,000 people. Also very similar to Beaumont, Yucaipa, it's another city here in the Inland Empire that does still have that small town feel to it. They host different events here in town, such as you have the Yucaipa Music and Arts Festival every year. There's also the Yucaipa Farmers Market here. However, when it comes to the schools here in Yucaipa, niche.com did give them a little bit higher grades than they did for Beaumont. The median home price here in Yucaipa, it's definitely much more manageable when you compare it to Southern California as a whole, but the median home price here in Yucaipa, it's right about $560,000. You also have the city of Rialto.
Did he just say what I thought he said? What?
Now, Rialto is definitely a much bigger city than the first 2 on this list. In fact, the population here in Rialto is about 103,000 people. So it's not no small city, but even with that many people, it still doesn't have the the kind of amenities and say for instance like a Rancho Cucamonga or Riverside. But I definitely wouldn't call it a small town like you would say for instance a Beaumont or Yucaipa. The schools here in Rialto, they scored pretty similar to say for instance Beaumont or Yucaipa. Well, as you can see, they scored fairly well. And the median home price in Rialto, I would still call it pretty manageable. The median home price here, it's right about $580,000. Although there is a difference in home prices whether you're above or below the 210 freeway. In fact, if you're north of the 210 freeway, the median home price, it is a little bit higher. It's currently at about $640,000. Another city worth looking at is the city of Menifee. Now, this is a city that has definitely seen a lot of growth here lately. In fact, the entire area here, including Temecula and Murrieta, have all seen quite a bit of growth lately. The population here in Menifee, it's right about 115,000 people. But if you go back just 10 years, just back to 2014, the population was only about 84,000 people. That's a lot of growth in just 10 years.
Where'd they come from?
With all that growth, there's been new retail, new restaurants all coming here to Menifee, and there's still more set to come. But currently, you will still find more shopping and restaurant options over next door in Temecula. In fact, with Temecula next door, or just basically next door, but you're just minutes away from the Temecula wineries down here, and the wineries that are here in Temecula, they're fantastic. Many of them have won national and even international awards. And very similar to Yucaipa, you can see here that the schools here in Menifee, they got really good grades. Menifee is also the home of a few nice retirement communities, such as Sun City. Now, Sun City, which is kind of a city within a city here in Menifee, but Sun City, it has a lot to offer retirees or just those that are looking to move to a 55 plus community. And many of the communities that are here in Sun City, they have a lot of amenities that are available, such as swimming pools, clubs to join, different craft activities, which are all great because who wants to retire only to sit at home and stare at the TV all day? Now, the median home price here in Menifee, it is also well below the median home price for Southern California. In fact, the median home price here in Menifee, it's right about $590,000. But the median home price in Sun City is even lower at only $420,000. Again, definitely a great retirement option. And then you have the city of Fontana, which is literally right next door to Rialto, which we talked about earlier. And Fontana, it really has a lot to offer, such as, well, first of all, you have access to, it seems like just about every freeway. You have the 10, the 210, the 15 freeway, all pretty much right here in Fontana. It doesn't matter if you're heading to LA, Palm Springs, San Diego, Las Vegas. The freeway that'll take you there, yeah, it's right here. Not to mention, there's quite a few things to do here in Fontana, such as you have the Sierra Lakes Golf Club, to the Fontana Park Aquatic Center, to the Ralph M. Lewis Sports Complex, to the Maryvale Nature Center, as well as the new Sammy Hagar venue, the Stage Red Theater. As for the schools here in Fontana, as you can see, they also graded pretty well. Now, one of the more popular areas to live here in Fontana is down in Southridge. I will say though, the lots for at least many of the homes here in Southridge, they do tend to be a little on the smaller side, but definitely a very popular area to live here in Fontana. And in my opinion anyway, probably a lot to do with the fact that the homes here, they do tend to be pretty reasonably priced.
I like the sound of that.
The median home price here in Southridge, it's right about $580,000. But on the north end of Fontana, such as Hunter's Ridge, for example, don't get me wrong, these are very nice homes and very good sized homes too, but they are a little higher priced. You're looking at a median home price here of about $775,000. So they are definitely going to be a little higher price than you're going to find in Southridge. The median home price for the city of Fontana overall as a whole, you're looking at about $670,000. Of course, if you do have any questions, or maybe you are thinking about buying or selling a home anywhere in or near the Inland Empire, my contact information is below. Feel free to reach out. Otherwise, until then, I'll catch you in the next one.